we are back in the studio, and I'm so pleased to have Kimberly Nelson, our manager of philanthropy, with us this morning. And she has a lovely guest, and I'm going to let her introduce her and tell you all about the reason she's here.
Well, we're really excited to be here today. So I have a special guest who the residents will see around Green Spring over the summer, and her name is Margaret O'Mara. She's going to smile for the camera. And so residents may recall we had a fabulous Scholars Award ceremony.
Yes, you did.
And it was just great fun. And one of the awards and scholarships given out was the Steve and Renee Guback Scholarship Award. And so for new residents who are not familiar with it, this is a scholarship that has been set up and endowed by Steve Guback. And it has really separate components and criteria from other scholarships. And it isn't a scholarship we raise money for, because Steve has fully funded it forever. So we have a system so that we're funding it through interest. And part of that scholarship is, you know, Steve will tell you that when he was going to college, it was really so helpful to him to get help and support from others, whether it was through mentorship, whether it's through opportunity, whether it's through scholarship. And he really believes in giving back and growing the profession of broadcast journalism and communication that he loves so much and is so much a part of him. And so this scholarship was set up, and one of the components is the recipient does volunteer work here in the studio, getting to know you and all of our residents, as well as learning really what does it take to do a live show, and some of the editing components and those kinds of things as well behind the scenes that you really don't get exposure to in high school, and sort of helps give that individual a little bit of a leg up as they move into college and continue on their career. So I wanted to introduce Margaret so that she could tell us a little bit about her, because she is not an employee here at Green Spring. She is not in the dining room. So residents do not know her. So she's going to tell us a little bit about, you know, where she grew up and where she went to school and what she likes to do. And I'm just going to turn it right over to Margaret to tell us all about you.
Well, thank you. So I've lived in Alexandria, Virginia my whole life. I went to West Potomac High School for high school, and I studied journalism there. And I was editor of my school newspaper my senior year, so I've had journalism background there. And then next year, or I guess in the fall, I'll be attending Virginia Tech to study communications.
Well, it's so great to have you, and we have met a few times before, so I've gotten to know you a little bit, and it's been a pleasure each time. But what drew you to that possible major in college?
Well, I think what really draws me to it is the fact that I get to work with other people and also get to see a finished product that I was a part of. I really like, in high school, I liked seeing my newspaper, you know, looking through it and saying, I made this. So that is something that draws me.
What is there a particular aspect of journalism that you really think in the future yes, I want to do that?
I'm still open to all the different categories in communications, but since I have the experience in writing, I really do enjoy doing that the most, I think.
So maybe someday we'll see you as a columnist for the Washington Post or the New York Times or something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yes, it would.
And I know so Margaret has been here, she was here for about a week, and then she sort of disappeared, and then she sort of came back. So maybe tell us a little bit where you disappeared to and what you've learned so far, maybe in your brief 2 weeks, and sort of how you're liking it so far.
Okay. Well, I was here for a week in June, and then I left to go to Ecuador and the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, wow.
For about a week and a half.
Was that vacation time with family or something? Or
I went with my twin brother, but we were able to, there's a picture inside of the tortoiseshell at the Darwin Research Center. So I went, my twin brother came with me, but it was a trip through school.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was an amazing trip. So by going on that trip, I kind of got a sense that I want to travel more. So hopefully in college I'll have the opportunity to go abroad. And then maybe in my profession I could be like a traveling journalist or something like that. So now I'm back, and I've been here. I was here a couple days last week, and now I'm here for this week. And I'll be here for the rest of the summer until August, until I leave for college. So I really
what is your
enjoyed
college?
Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, and I've really enjoyed working here. I've been able to work on behind the camera for a couple of the shows, and walk around Green Spring to different tapings that we've done, meetings. I was at the Diversity Fair last Friday, and that was fun to see. And
I think you've done a little work on the scroll or voiceovers and that kind of thing.
Yes, and putting things into the system. So I've kind of gotten experience in all the different behind-the-scenes levels, and then today's my first day in front of the camera, so glad to be here.
I know you expressed a bit of nervousness before, even yesterday you told me, and there's no need to be, and you're doing very well.
Thank you. Well, I think it makes it a little easier that I know you from seeing you around the station.
I'm sure that helps, but anyhow, you're a natural, so don't worry.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Now, when you're not at Green Spring, what are some of the things you like to do? And maybe, I know you said you have a twin. Maybe tell us a little bit about.
Well, I have a twin brother, and that's
not
a big part.
identical, obviously.
No, not identical. Good thing. He's actually going to be attending UVA next year, so it's kind of rival in the family a little bit. And I have a younger brother as well. Who else do I have? Yeah, just two brothers, and then my parents. But outside of working here, I swim in the summertime. So I'm a part of a swim league. And I really love doing that. That's fun. I do it more for the social part of it, to hang out with my friends and swim.
That's a good reason.
But yeah, it's fun. And what else do I like to do? It's something maybe some Green Spring residents will relate to. I have a scrapbook that I keep. So I still have to put in all my Ecuador pictures. But I like scrapbooking.
You know, we have a scrapbook club.
Yeah, there is a group.
And I want to say they meet Tuesday afternoons, but I'd have to double check the calendar.
Yeah, maybe one day I should pop in there.
And find out, or maybe you plan if Diane will free you up long enough to do some scrapbooking with them.
They teach people to scrapbook too if they're not, have not done it before but would like to do it. I know. So.
Right.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you'll love it even more when you get old, because then you'll have something that'll bring back all of those memories.
Yeah. Yeah, even now I look back, and some things I put in there I forgot that I even did.
Exactly.
But yeah, mostly I just, I like hanging out with my friends and just spending time with, I've been trying to spend time with people as much as I can before I go off to college. But I really enjoy working here.
Well, that's great, and we're very happy to have you. And our time is about gone.
Oh my goodness!
Already, but
see, it went so fast.
I know.
Oh my God!
Kimberly, do you have something you want to tell us?
I do just say if Margaret will be here probably till around mid-August. Is that about right before she goes to school? So please make sure you come down to the studio, or if you see her around campus doing filming, please introduce yourself, because she's, just like when your resident is new, a new staff person, new volunteer, so please welcome her and just help her feel at ease. And then just as a quick note, I've had a few residents stop me in the hall and say, when is the gala and when is the information coming out? So the gala is the end of September. It is denim and diamonds. And
Could they be fake?
They can be whatever you want them to be. Any glitzy jeans or anything in between. And information should start coming out in residence cubbies next week.
Oh, wow.
So that you can start to at least have some information to plan ahead. So if anyone has questions before they get the information, or maybe even when it comes out, if something's not clear, please call me. Carrie Tucker has left philanthropy. As we know, she's relocating to Ohio.
Yes. And
So if it takes me a few days to call you back, just please be patient and call me again, because I am a little bit running in and out and around, but I will get back to you, or please do not hesitate to call me twice.
I'm
if
sure
you
many
need to.
people will do that.
Yeah, so it's coming, and just please be patient, but we're excited and should be great. And Lorena will be on board, who is replacing Carrie in August.
Oh.
So she'll be here in plenty of time for gala, and we'll have a wonderful good time. So
Is
we
it
hope
Lorena of catering?
Lorena of catering.
Oh,
so
that's-
she's done a few galas.
Yeah, that's
So we're
great.
really excited to
Yeah.
have her join the philanthropy team.
Okay.
So anyway, so if anyone has questions, just call me or stop by. So
Well, thank you, Kimberly, for coming and bringing
Thank you.
Margaret this morning,
Oh,
or
my
introducing
pleasure.
Margaret. And we're happy to have you, and we certainly wish you lots of luck and
Thank you.
excitement and joy. And Mr. Guback, I'm sure, is very proud to have you as a student that he can support. So
Oh, thank you.
thank you so much, and have a good Bastille Day.
yes.